Hello everyone, welcome to the very first devlog of the Spearhead Interactive channel. I am your host, Tommy, and today we're going to be talking about the current game that we are making, Operation Survive, or Hunter Project Operation Survive. So what we will talk about is just basically, well, first we want to talk about maybe who I am, um, and then of course we're going to talk about the story and description of the game. Um, Frequently asked questions or just questions that you may have, and then what are the ambitions and plans of the game. Of course, I may show you what I have so far. Not the best right now, but it's definitely something that I can show off. And I want to make sure my mic's working. It is. Okay, good. So I'd like to start off with who I am. So my name is Tommy Tran. I am a student that is currently studying in computer science. I am 19 years old, and I am also a digital artist, aspiring game developer, and also the creator and writer of Hunter Project. Um, I will probably explain what Hunter Project is in a bit, because honestly, no one really knows what it is. They're not supposed to. So, some questions you may have would be, for this game, who is the target audience? So, I'm actually intending it to be for young adults that being 17 and up, but I don't mind an audience that is a little bit younger. Though it may be violent, but let's be real, everyone. Little kids are gonna play this game regardless, if this game actually is popular. So, what games actually inspired this project? So, originally I wanted to make a 2D Helldivers game. If you guys ever played the game Helldivers is a twin stick shooter, and then of course I branched off with my own ideas of making a horror game like GTFO or Resident Evil, and create the sci-fi element like Halo, XCOM, and Gears of War. But of course, of course, just a mix, so that it's not like it's nothing's like copying or anything like that. So, what comes first when it comes to games, in my opinion? So personally, I think that the vision that like that I seek is the main thing. I do want this game to be decent, since this would be the first game ever being made by this group, or just me. Also, money really isn't a goal, since I'm looking for just recognition and a reputation. If I can get a decent reputation, I can maybe create games and have an audience already there for me. That's just a big if, that's it. So, what is Hunter Project? Hunter Project is a fictional story that I made originally based off of XCOM, but then I branched off of it to create its own IP. Basically, in the year 3000, aliens invade Earth, causing humanity to flee from Earth to go to a planet called Typhon. Typhon is a rich and huge planet with enough resources to prevent starvation and drought. War begins against the Griffin military versus the Alien Order, or just the Order. It's a whole sci-fi action genre that has elements of horror and all that. Uh, i.e., Operation Survive, where you go down to Earth after the aliens left a virus that spread too much that it became its own infection spawn. Um, who makes the art for the games? Um, I make the art. I also I also rigged characters. It definitely wasn't easy, but I definitely did have a lot of fun doing it. But I also did get reference ideas from friends and colleagues, since some of them are actually artists. So they do help me a lot, but in the end I do design it all. What is the art style? Personally, I'm not too sure what I'm going for, but I definitely want maybe like an anime-ish chibi style, just like the games Arknights and Girls Online, how they do like their characters as chibi. as well as like being in the anime sense, that would definitely help reach a second community, which would be the people that actually play anime games. So, what is the big scheme or plan? Operation Survive. So, the biggest plan that I have so far is making Operation Survive a multiplayer experience where you battle the infected and survivors on Earth. So, by multiplayer, I mean maybe having a squad of 4 players, either that or 8 players, going onto a massive Earth and just fighting the infection as well as survivors or even a rogue organization that will be probably named in a future video. But as of right now, that's all I got in the slide presentation, and I would actually like to show you what I have so far. Nothing special, nothing like that'll blow your mind. So hold on. First, I was experimenting. I was definitely experimenting lighting, but let me change that to maybe like daytime so you can see what I'm doing. I was working on AI followers. That's still work in progress. But the player rig is almost good to go. I just need to create the weapons. I'll play maximized, unmuted. There, just to let you know, you may want to lower your volume because I believe the gun sounds are very loud. So as you can see, you can switch your weapons. You choose either like a assault rifle and a pistol, or a shotgun and a pistol. I believe I have it as SMG and a pistol as well. Yeah, see the audio is very loud. It may cut over my voice. I might actually lower it real quick. Oops. Okay. So you can aim and everything. This was created using Spine 2D from Esoteric Software. Rigging this was terrible. I think I'm really bad at what I do. But at least the only thing I can say about it is I'm happy about it. You can shoot and everything. Oh, and then if you press 3, you pull up your hammer. What happened? Okay. There you go. I'm still trying to figure out why something's happened like that. I'm guessing it's because I made it as an animation rather than an object that you go through. So you have a hammer and everything. It doesn't do any damage or anything. Same as the weapons. There's projectiles at the moment. I'm gonna add like the colliders. Let me pause real quick. Let me change the time to maybe like nighttime. So as you can see, the lights glow and everything. Press F, you got a flashlight. But the problem is I have them as separate, so you gotta actually press F again for another weapon. I don't even think the hammer actually has a flashlight, so you just gotta be really careful. I was experimenting earlier with like a night vision goggle. Press N. But if I'm gonna make it multiplayer, I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it so that you can only see it, not the other players. Nothing special. You can run. You can press control. No, stop. I don't want to save. You basically just can hold control and move. That's gonna probably be changed for crouching, because there's gonna be an enemy called the Sleeper, and those ones are like a stealth element, where you gotta let them sleep, not make too much noise. There's a lot of enemy ideas that I have in mind. Once I get like the AI to work, then I would definitely implement them. Actually, I have maybe one more thing to show you guys. I have a page for my to-do list. And as you can see, I do have a lot of stuff to do. I have like an ammo count ready. Sorry, I feel sick. Or I think I am sick. Okay. So I do have like a testing AI stage. Nothing special. It's just literally just a simple background with cracks that I just used. I also have designing and rigging new cleaner models. Almost done. The reason why it's almost done is because I want to add like special animations, like you're like getting rezzed or healing someone. And as you can, okay, so this is what I want to show you guys. So this is the sleeper idea that I have. This is also being rigged via spine, and I believe I'll be using mech animations, if you know what that is. Mech animation. Alright, well, my definition right now for mech animation is you got a spine model, don't know how to implement spine in code, then mech animation is what you need to use. Because mech animation is like you get to use like booleans, which is if or else are true or false statements. That's how you're able to see that the character moves. So say that if W is pressed, then running is true. That's basically what it is. I have bookmarks saying story would be story stages, create a story, create depth for the characters, that and also that are involved with the story. I think I have a description for it. I do not. Create development between Jill King and Cleaner 159. That's a spoiler, but not really. Create NPCs that you interact with, such as the Griffin Soldier, survivors, and fellow cleaners. Create in-game cutscenes. That's why I wanted to continue rigging. Find lore and documents. This is where I'm gonna have so much fun doing, because I'm gonna be using Audacity to be making all the voices. It's not gonna be pleasant because my voice is super high pitched, so it's not gonna be great. um, okay, with survival, you would have the survival stages. That's all I have right now. I think I want it so that it counts down to the next wave, so you have like time to prepare or set up, get ammo, whatever you need. And then a mode that I want to talk about in the future is called expeditions, which is like you're in the big world on Earth. You got to complete tasks, get it done, go to extraction, mission complete, mission complete. So as of right now, I have expedition stages. What I was thinking is maybe one map you're in an extended version of the city, which would be a survival map. Either that or you're in a very large science lab. Either that or an underground mine, and etc. And then designing and rigging, I'm not going to tell you anything about them. In general, we need co-op, a general shooter AI, sleeper, or the melee enemies. Add more to the UI for the game. Because if you guys actually played my very first build of my game, nothing special. UI is really bad. I gotta fix an overall content or combat, as well as the AI. That because you want a very rich engagement that keeps you playing. Nothing super boring where it's just that the AI goes at you at like a linear position, which is currently what I have right now. But it's whatever. NPCs, we already went over that with like the story characters. NPCs are gonna show up in like expeditions, maybe even survival mode. Like I think that could be like a perk if you survive like a certain amount of waves. You get like survivor allies. You would have to try to keep them alive if you want to have them around. But yeah, honestly, that's really all I got at the moment. There's nothing too special. Like I said, I can't. Preferably, I want every Tuesday and Thursday to be devlog days. So if I don't get a Tuesday, I can do Thursday. If I don't do Thursday, I do Tuesday. I I definitely want to try to keep you guys updated, but I know that may not happen because sometimes I either forget or I'm too busy or I'm straight up lazy. But yeah, I hope you guys stick with me through this journey of working on Operation Survive, because I definitely want to eventually get to a game called Operation Purify, which actually was the original name for the game, but then I ended up making it its own game. And that one is taking place on Earth again, but this time in one place, a science lab. Not a co-op experience, it's more like single player. You'll see why when that game eventually comes up or shows up. But yeah, thank you guys so much for checking out this devlog. I hope you guys will stick with me through this journey. Like I said, I definitely will appreciate it. And I'll try my best to make this game decent enough for you guys to play the game over and over again, because I do want it so that there's replayability. But yeah, so thank you for guys for checking out this video. This is Spearhead Interactive's founder, Tommy, signing off. Thank you guys.